Hello. Well, I want to say thank you to Steve Olson for his recognition of me. That is very polite of him, and he says that I am his soul brother, and yeah, definitely. And we share the same values, definitely. And he says I'm a truck driver, definitely. And I have this, yeah, it's good and bad because I'm away from home for a while, and I miss my wife terribly. She's with me once in a while, but now then you love your girl so much, you don't feel so comfortable being away for a longer period of time. But I am in the process of ending that and no longer be over the road. I need a hazmat so I can work no more than 15 minutes from where I live in Texas, and that will be optimum, and be home and sleep and wake up with my girl in the morning and go to work and come home and she's there. But now I'm sitting out here in Lebanon, Indiana, and I'm living in Texas, so we got some 950 miles to my resident. That is pretty far away. Well, I can do it in 14 hours straight if I have to in an emergency, and I will. But Steve is saying that I'm a truck driver. Yeah, definitely. I have this opportunity by driving out here, and that is I can keep an eye on the sky. I can take pictures of what I see when I feel it's necessary to take pictures of it. Once in a while I just flick off a lot of pictures, and some of them are just, oh well, no big deal. It just looked interesting when I saw it, but the picture didn't really show anything. But I'm watching the sky. I am watching a red, I'm watching a pink horizon, and I'm watching that pretty much on a daily basis. That's something I did not grow up with, and I know why it is like that. We have this iron oxide in our inner solar system floating around now that is being reflected by the sun, and it's being enhanced by the persisting contrails, or should we call them by their right name, chemtrails. And the aluminum is definitely an agent in reflecting and diffusing the light. So if there's a fixed point, a little dot on the sky, that is what we have been speaking about for so long, which we're all waiting for. And yeah, I know there have been a lot of doomsday sayers around here setting dates. Last time I think it was the March 8, 2016, that we should be wiped out by a gigantic asteroid. Well, God won't allow that. Jesus was clear in his language, saying that he would cut the day short, or else no flesh left saved. So what would be the point of having an asteroid, which would be a global killer, coming in and hitting Earth? That don't really make sense. So we need to look away from all that stuff. One thing is for sure, in September, on the 23rd, 2017, we have Revelation 12. And I hold that to be very significant. And it will be a time that will be putting a line in the sand here on planet Earth. But I suspect before that this planet has been cast into chaos. It is already in chaos, but I think this time or in the coming time actually, it will be much worse than we have previous seen of social chaos here on Earth and political chaos. Yeah, this election stuff which is going on now, I just see it as a farce. Maybe Trump is a good guy, maybe he's not. He is a Fortune 500 member. He's a terrific businessman, but he is in that club where the rich people live. And when you are in that club, you are kind of in the system, and you know what's going down the pipe. So I'm sitting here today and have this opportune option, and that is to record the sunset. And I'm doing that, as you see. And of course I'm pointing west, and there's nothing significant about this image or this sunset, other than it is as a sunset usually is here in North America, and that is the sun is being buried in chemtrails, and as you see, the sun is white. When I grew up, the sun was yellow. We drew it yellow. Now I hear from one of the comments on Steve Olson's latest upload that now her grandchildren are drawing the sun white, not yellow. Yeah, it is glowing white. There is no question about that. And there is something that is provoking the sun to do that. And that is an incoming solar system, a smaller system than our own. But it just fit the bill to piss off our sun, to say the least. So during this sunset, I've been looking at this. It's 1 hour and 59 minutes of recording, which I cooked down to 23 minutes and 58 seconds. So it speeds up a little what's actually taking place, and you already saw chemtrails shooting through there. And I want you to pay attention to something is going on with the sun all of a sudden. It's kind of like it's changing behavior. It's kind of like it's getting really agitated over something, which I cannot say what is. Unfortunately, I can't say that. But I know what it is that is contributing to, agitating our sun to behave in the manner it does. And I see everything out there when I'm driving. And I'm driving, you see that? I mean, what's going on? What the heck just happened? Did you see that? It was like someone just turned on an extra lamp in the sun. It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. Why is it doing that? It's like, wow, it just shut off a CME or whatever. I don't know. I'm not so lucky having the charts, so I can go backtrack it and see what happened at that particular time. All I know is, well, what we've learned, that is, it takes the light from the sun to hit Earth 8 minutes. So some 8 minutes ago, something pissed off our sun and made it flare up like it did. And it's not the last time it does it. Oh no. And you saw there was a little shaking there. That was me coming back to the truck. I was in Walmart. I'm parked at Walmart here in Lebanon, Indiana. And I chose to park towards the sunset because the weather was good all day. It was pretty nice. It started out to have some beautiful clouds scattered all over the place. And then they disappeared, and it was exchanged with a little I don't know, chemtrail hair here and there again you saw it. The sun got pissed off. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, my camera is just picking up what's going on out there, and there's no reason for the camera suddenly to act as it does, because it's pretty fixed. It's sitting straight there in the middle of my truck in the windshield, recording straight out in front of me. So there's really no reason for it to act silly. But you see, there comes a chemtrailer in there. I mean, there you can see it in motion. It's not going so slow. It's pretty neat looking, if you ask me. It's kind of like there's a shadow on it. The only thing I'm using my camera is I have a polarized glass in front of the lens, and the reason for using a polarized glass is it picks up something that the naked eye won't see. Oh, there you saw it again. The sun freaked out. I mean, there it got really pissed off. I mean, what's going on with that? Well, the polarized glass is making it possible for you and I to see clouds that is forming which you would not be able to see with your naked eye. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. It also prevents glare, meaning you will have a better picture of what you're looking at, meaning you will see the actual picture. And another thing it also does, it dims the light just a tad, just to make it possible for me to, or for you, most of all, to see what's actually going on up there on the sky. And that's the reason for why I have my laptop and my 10 megapixel webcam. It's a Logitech, I think it's called C910, and it's I use that to record the moon. So you've seen the moon videos, so you know what we're dealing with. Getting a good resolution. And as you see there's a chemtrail right above. Oh, and there again it freaked out. I mean, what is going on? The chemtrail is coming in over the sun right now, a little up, and there's a line across the sun, close to the sun. And often what I'm viewing out there, and I'm pretty sure you also see it, those who are paying attention, and that is that in many cases, I would say 8 out of 10, they're using these clouds, fake clouds, chemtrail clouds, to kind of split the sun up in two pieces, so it kind of looks like an hourglass. And that is what is making it totally impossible to distinguish between actually seeing Nibiru, or yeah, pretty much. It gives a completely different light, and it makes the sun look surreal. Completely surreal. It's crazy looking. So I have this possibility or opportunity to record these things. And I've been asked here recently, what's the point of listening to a program, not a program I have produced, but listening to a program watching the sky and how it unfolds. Well, I see there's a great point in doing that. And that is because I'm showing you what they're actually doing, in, not in real time, but kind of real time. You can see the development. And I'm going many times in the same direction for a couple of 100 miles. And over those couple hundred of miles, you see a lot of development in the sky. Either, as you see here, it's not so violently chemtrail tonight as other nights, but It surely can be. And you probably noticed that there's a lot of small dots flickering around out there. That's mosquitoes. Yeah, it's freaking mosquitoes. I had to run in and close the door and windows in a hurry. I don't want those fuckers in here. They're nasty. Well, they're not so interested in sucking my blood for some weird reason, and the wasp over here is not either interested in me, but I can assure you, if I was back in Denmark, I would have mosquitoes and hornets chasing me down the street. But not over here. I'm left alone. For some weird reason. Look at that chemtrail up there. And he's moving really fast. Very fast. He's faster than all the other ones. I'm actually wondering, is that an airplane? Right there in the middle of the picture. That one is fast moving. Super fast. And now it just disappears. Whoop! See that? It's just... Wow, was that a fireball? That could be. I don't know. I can't say that for sure. Because I was not sitting and watching my screen while that was going on. I was not looking out the window. I was doing other stuff. I just let that do its thing and let it be done with. Wow, that looked like a fireball, kinda. That was moving very fast. Wow. Well, maybe. Maybe it was. But as you see, they are often spraying the sun to bed, putting a nice blanket over her and make sure that she sleeps well. And again, that is 9 times out of 10 that is actually occurring. If you don't have a complete overcast day, then it's kind of unnecessary for them to really get up there and get the job done, hiding what we are not supposed to see. And Steve Olsen was speaking about that regarding one of his friends on the other side, on the southern hemisphere, had some pictures from a skycam where there was a bunch of stuff going on in the sky, kind of like there was a war going on. Well, there is a war in heaven, and for you to understand that is that that war has never ended. There's no peace up there. I mean, the devil's minions, Lucifer's associates, are doing everything they can to make life and plans and so on impossible for our Lord. They are trying to prevent it in the best fashion they can. And if we read Revelation, we will find out that they will not succeed. The dragon will lose. Correct? And he will be cast down to earth. And then he's going to put on his big show here and cast this world into a war of likes that we have never seen before and will never see again. And this war is going to be a war that will completely destroy the vision of earlier wars. All the wars we have had until this day combined will bleak compared to that war that we are facing in the near future. And I have many times said to you that they want to kill us. They do. Now, to you of you out there who don't believe in Yeshua and just think it's a fairy tale and blah 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 blah, and all your weird ideas, well, one thing, you are hopelessly deceived. You have a creator who loves you dearly, and he really wishes all of you would turn to him so we can avoid what is coming. But he already knows its end from the beginning. So He know you won't. But let me let you in on something. Just to freak you out a little. And that is, you are standing on the threshold between having your head cut off or take the mark of the beast, the microchip, in your right hand or your forehead. That's the only option you have when the Antichrist come on the scene. When he has made peace on planet Earth after a brutal World War III. Now listen carefully. He hates you. He wants all of you dead. But the most important thing in his quest to kill you, that is to make sure that you rebel against our Lord by taking the mark of the beast. And when you have done that, do you think he's gonna let you live? Oh man, you are so naive if you think that. No, he's gonna freaking slaughter you. Because now you are worthless. To him, you are worthless in the first place. But he also knows that you are worthless to our Lord, because you chose allegiance to the Antichrist, to Lucifer, the devil, Satan, the father of all lies, who was a murderer from the beginning. As soon as you take that mark, there's nothing that holds him back not to kill you. He don't care about you. All he wants you to do is to pledge allegiance to him. So there you will be damned. And then he's gonna freaking kill you. End of story. Because he know now you are going with him where he's going. You're not going to heaven. Because you already damned yourself. And it's forever. You can't take that chip out again. Because it's gonna transform your DNA to become one of them. Part one of them. I mean, you need some soul searching here, people, brothers and sisters. This is not a fairy tale. This is real. When he has made his peace and everybody is being forced to take a chip or have their head cut off, those people who takes the chip will be slaughtered. Anyway, because he don't want any of you around here. He don't want this planet at all. He wants to blow it up if he could. He hates everything that our Lord has created. He wants to make everything into his image. Copy our Lord. That's what he wants to do. And he's going to do a lot of fabulous stuff that's going to deceive many. And you're going to believe a lie. And you've been warned. See to you don't believe a lie, for therefore you shall be damned. Yeshua says it himself. See to you're not deceived. Trust no man. The Antichrist is in the figure of a man. And he's full of promises. I mean, think about it. Just for a second. Just think about it. You have been lied to, and you will be killed when you take the mark of the beast. You are worthless to him, and you also damned yourself in the eyes of our Lord. So, bottom line, you rather choose Yeshua and have your head cut off and go to heaven and live forever, than you want to choose the mark of the beast just to get another bread in your stomach, because next day he might send out his goons to kill you. Maybe a month later. But rest assured, you will be murdered by them, the evil one. Over and out. And God bless you. God bless you.